At the poetry recital the other week, I actually saw him fall asleep.
Albert!
During an extract from Byron, too.
And what have you to say to these further grave charges?
I have always thought Byron a very indifferent poet.
Oh, now you're teasing.
No, I have never admired him. Indeed, I find it amazing that respectable people can bring themselves to read him at all, considering the utter immorality of his private life.
He thinks I slept with his wife.
Did you?
Of course.
Hold on. Yeah! Hold it there, you scoundrel! Get away! Can't escape! Connie! Oh, Connie, for God's sake, be quiet! Connie!
Byron!
What do we have here?
Byron, sit down.
This band, which bound thy yellow hair, is thine, sweet girl, thy pledge of love. It claims my warmest, dearest care, like relics left of saints above.
Do you call that indifferent poetry?
It has a certain ring, I grant you, but it's hardly serious.
Am I as dangerous as my reputation, Doctor?
You're mad, sir!
You trying to get us killed? You speak of death! Yet note how quickly your heart beats. You seem more alive than ever, sir!
In a civilized society, if a man is found to be insane, he is confined to an asylum.
But all too late, so are we doubly cursed. Love, fame, ambition, avarice, 'tis the same. Each idle and all ill and none the worst. For all are meteors with a different name, and death the sable smoke who vanishes in the flame.
Love. Such a difficult word to define, sir.
Indeed, even the greatest philosophers invariably fail. And perhaps only the poets can succeed.
It's all drivel! My God, I bore even myself.
Byron.
I have come round to your Majesty's opinion of him. I think him very fine. Bravo.
Be still.
Still. So still. Almost like death. Yet look, she stirs. Is she not beautiful?
That she is. Now let her rest.
But does she want to rest? I say we take her and push the bounds of our passion to heaven itself.
And I say we leave before we push the bounds of decency.
Decency means nothing. All that matters is this moment, the three of us here in this room. Look at her. Feel her hunger. What is the point of living if we don't taste what life has to offer us? Attention that Lord Uxbridge keeps a mistress. Here, in the palace.
I know. I know all about that.
You know about it?
Oh, gracious, yes. You look so shocked.
Well, I am shocked. I don't understand how, knowing of it, you could let it continue.
Well, it's not as if I've ever received her officially at court. I mean, that would be out of the... You think she should go?
Well, of course she must go. And Uxbridge.
Oh, I can't possibly dismiss Lord Uxbridge on such grounds.
As the first family of the nation, we have a duty to set an example. Surely you can see that.
But, yes,
Uxbridge has a wife.
Well, I'm afraid men of his type don't take marital fidelity very seriously.
Well, I do take it seriously.
Oh, don't be so German.
I said enough. How dare you? This is my home, my life. I will do with it as I choose.
The public humiliation. The separation from those she loved.
That must have been terrible for you.
All this arose because moral principles were ignored.
I hope never to feel the like again.
Yes, but feel it you did. In tasting grief, in tasting fear, is that not the time we truly live? And so, fair muse, what ghosts have you to share tonight?
I'm afraid my imagination fails me at present.
Oh, but look, dear lady. Your neighbor greedily gulps the nectar of creativity itself.
I want you to know. How deeply I love you.
Now you're alive. Now we play. Bravo! You're the man.
I've always thought Byron a very indifferent poet. That's the difference between you and me, kid! I embrace life and you run from it! Daddy doesn't want you playing in my sandbox! Well, of course they don't get it, they never will! Because they're dead and they don't even know it! The world is full of small men with small dreams. What do you want, Mike? Are you ready to grab onto life with both hands and squeeze it till it screams for mercy? I'm ready. I don't think so. You want to play in the big time, you've got to be a big boy. Go home, kid. I said go home!
Indeed, I find it amazing that respectable people can bring themselves to read him at all.
Take care of him.
Leave me. Go on.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's go. Give us a ride. Come on.
Let me guess. You want an autograph? You hear that? They love me.
You know how I hate public occasions. They bring out the worst in me.
And disappoint my fans? I told you I've got a show to do.
Used to be more than a show. There was a time when you were reaching for the heavens.
There is no heaven. It's just an illusion for fools and innocents. I have no hope, no dreams, no poetry left. All I feel is this raging hunger. And all I hear is my own voice screaming my failure. You know what I've become.
I was reading Byron this morning. Oh? It's perfectly true, you know. I have come to admire him.
Now we're even. Buoyant. Bleeding. Breathless. Furious to the last. Full in center stands the bullet flame. Mid wounds. And clinging darts and lances brast. And foes disabled in the brutal fray. And now the matadors around him play. Shake the red cloak and poise the ready ground. Once more through all he burst his thundering way. Vain rage!
The mantle quits the cunning hand. Rapt fierce eye. 'Tis past. He sinks upon the sand.
Two lines in particular struck me. All tragedies are finished by a death. All comedies are ended by a marriage.
My task is done. My song hath ceased. My theme has died into an echo. It is fit.